For more on this, joining me now live from Washington is Dan Raviv. He's a contributor at Moment magazine. Dan, great to have you here with us on TRT World. So tell me one thing. I'm sure you watched the RNC as well. Which one was your favorite, DNC or RNC?
Well, in terms of showmanship and having some excitement and good use of music, it was the Democrats. And keep in mind also, Jafar, that the Democrats got to have their convention second. And so the memory is obviously stronger and will be stronger even ahead to November 5th, Election Day. But you know what the important landmark is now? September 10th. Both candidates, Harris and Trump, have agreed to a TV debate. You know a lot of minds could be changed, a lot of impressions will be strongly made when they encounter each other in a studio, again, September 10th.
Talking about changing minds, Dan, do you think Kamala Harris was able to change a lot of minds within the United States with her speech at the DNC?
Well, despite having been vice president of the United States for 4 years, and before that, a senator from the very large state of California, she really wasn't very well known. And you could ask anybody, what does Kamala Harris believe in? Well, she's in the Democrat Party. She worked with Joe Biden. She's a liberal, I guess. But now we have a better idea. She said that she's absolutely committed to justice and she will work for the middle class. Donald Trump describes a very different America where things are failing. So he says that the country needs him to restore greatness, that the border is dangerous. He says the world is laughing at the United States because it is a failure. And Kamala Harris will say the opposite. And so, again, the debate will be interesting. I think it was very important for her to give this speech. And she wasn't too long. She kept it to about 36 minutes. That's a good idea because most people don't have that long an attention span.
Unlike Donald Trump, I mean, when he was speaking at the RNC, I think he spoke for over 1 hour. Talking about the Democratic Party, Dan, now, of course, when Joe Biden was the de facto presidential nominee, many experts believed at the time that the morale within the party is very low. I wonder, to what extent do you think Kamala Harris has boosted that morale within the party?
Oh, the energy boost is obvious. Young voters and people of color aware that Kamala Harris is black and of Indian descent also. Wow, she's younger than Biden, of course. Biden, 81. Kamala Harris, 59. Mr. Trump, by the way, is 77. And so she's the young candidate now. And so we see that a lot more energy for sure. And by the way, an area in which she wasn't well known was national security and world affairs. I know your TRT World audience will wonder, did she say anything about the Middle East, for instance? Yes, she did. She said that the U.S. will stand with Ukraine against Russia. And she said the U.S. will continue to stand with Israel. She also mentioned a big concern for the Palestinian people, that Palestinians should have the right of self-determination. And she wants to end the war in Gaza and release hostages and prisoners. But she clearly said the U.S. will continue to be an ally of Israel.
Dan Raviv, thanks very much for talking to us here on TRT World. I really appreciate your taking out the time.